is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. And then if you're watching the video somewhat on YouTube, welcome to the podcast, Tasha C Show on the Tasha C TV. Shout out to my YouTube and podcast fam who have watched and supported listened to my podcast and videos. And, y'all, I have no problem. You want to join both. Like I said, make sure if you're going to, join YouTube, you listen to my podcast, type in Tasha C TV. Because if you don't put TV in, I'm not going to really show. You're not going to see the pink braids in the little profile pic. But anyway, y'all. And also, too, for new people who will be watching, this is another bonus podcast, I call it. Because it's a part of my 365 video journey, which is making a video that started on October the 8th of last year, which was my birthday, and my goal is to end on my birthday this year. It's a 1-year limited time series, and just making a video a day, being consistent. It could be a podcast, which most of them are podcasts, and popping up and saying hi, no particular topic, just trying something different and trying to be consistent, at least in some way, with you, doing podcasts and at the same time doing YouTube. Okay. So anyways, besides that, let's get that out the way. And also, y'all, since I'm using Speaker, which is the main place that I distribute my podcast, but not the only place, in general, I have other podcast platforms. But since I'm using their, app, like I said, I just want to tell people before I get started, there may be new listeners, that sometimes I get notifications, there are beeps, there are stuff in the corner, that, stuff in the background, basically. You might hear clicks, everything that's coming from my side, because I use the app, like I said, in order to create these lovely podcasts, and let y'all know, since it is 2:27 a.m. in the morning, of January the 6th, 2020. I don't know, for some reason I like saying 2020 like that. Instead of saying like 2020, I like to say 2020. Okay. So yeah. So, also, I'm in the living rooms because I have insomnia. Because if I lay down in the bed for one darn thing, I will go instantly asleep. And like I said, I prefer, if I can, to pre-record stuff, in the day, and so that way I can upload it, get it way at the moment, unless I plan on making a live video. Okay. So anyways, y'all, it wasn't that much going on. I kind of talked about it more last night, because the spoiler alert was, I'm sorry, I'm giving y'all a little spoiler about Power, and I'm going a little bit more in depth into that. So, one of the main characters, spoiler alert, is, like I said, another main character went out. And they went out in a way I didn't expect them to even go out. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. If y'all don't know, it's your first time listening, or you haven't listened, to that many, podcasts, which is understandable, because I got, darn near about 100 of them now. That I've said that I have not, see, I warned y'all about the clock in the background, because I'm in the living room, this lovely quiet chair. My voice may be sound vibrated because I have the little massage little thing on it real quick. So my voice, I could hear it. There's a little bit, like a little vibrating in my voice. Though, okay, that's because of the chair. It's not because, you know what I mean? So anyway, the person went out of the way I didn't expect to go, but like I said, I watched people's reviews, even though, like I said, I could just instantly just go on and watch Power, and I had on my DVR, whatever. I don't even have to go to the app to watch it, even though I could if I wanted to see it earlier. If I had the app, I could download the app and watch it from there, but like I said, I don't feel like it. I'll just watch other people. And excuse me, y'all, another warning is, every time, even if I say do these during the day and I have a sleep, whatever, I've been noticing the last couple months that I have to yawn. Sometimes it's once, sometimes it's several times, but just work with me here, y'all. So, maybe I should go ahead, but if I say the spoiler, then I might as well put in the description about what I'm going to say about the Power spoilers. Because sometimes everything that I talk about, I don't put in the description. I just may put 1 or 2 things, sometimes 3 things that says and more, and you find out if you listen to the whole podcast. So, spoiler alert, so I got to make sure I put that down, a spoiler. Last night's episode was the fact that Dre has been killed. Now, this is hilarious. The reason why I want to bring this up is that I just said, before it was the podcast before the premiere, of this season 6 episode 11, that I said, like, I like the actor / singer who plays Dre in real life. He's a great singer. He has too. He's Mr. Nigerian Butterscotch. He is hilarious, and he's very good. Like I said, he's really dope, but whatever. But he's also an asshole on the show. And I also said about the same thing about Tariq. That young man is probably cool, cool as heck, a respectable young man in real life. But at the same time, I can't stand Tariq. There's other characters I can't stand too, but those two right there, okay? Even Detective Sachs, just a lot of people, like, damn near about 75% of the show, or maybe about 80, 90, just that going on, okay? So, anyway, I had said, like, I'm ready for Drake to go, which a lot of people have said who have watched it, or, kept on, watching, or, like, still continue on finding some way of keeping up with the show Power. And when I said something about Drake, that Dre, he ends up being the one killed in the next episode. Off. Okay, now I'm not going to go into detail. Like I said, I've listened to enough reviews to know how he passed away. But that's all I'm going to say is that the way he passed away was not how I expected him to pass. But, especially the title of the show. Now, the show episode name, I usually don't talk about the titles of the, episode names or nothing like that. But it was called Still Dre. So, where I thought, like, maybe it was going to come up in the Empire and probably survive, or maybe it turned out different than what I thought. But at the same time, Dre had it coming. But at the same time, it was just like, ooh, okay, all right. So that's pretty much my review, was who passed away in the Power episode. Now, just to talk about before I just go to, like, probably talk about the Golden Globe results, and I'm glad I didn't watch it or whatever. I just seen the fashion clips of, like, Carrie watching it. It was like, but it was kind of like she was trying to do the dress part, and of course, I'm not expertise in fashion. Okay, it's Beta Portier, and of course they talk about the looks and everything, the fashion results, but I'll get into later on about who won what, and I'm like, none of these shows I have watched or none of these movies I have seen. And like I said, to me personally, I'm like, we know it wasn't like a lot of diversity this damn year. So yeah, I'm like, I wasn't missing much. Okay? So anyway, just to update about two things. I know I brought them up before, several times, but there was another clip again with the baby that had on Shade Room, that he had his money. Probably what he had a hotel with the blade was up to the background, like, shut the heck up, like, stop my business, whatever, like, boy, shut up, don't be saying that out loud, type of thing. And he had his money. Maybe it was the money that like I said, was in the hotel room. He had them racks on racks on racks in a video, and he was rapping along with like one of his songs. I don't know if a song has already came out yet, because like I said, I just listened. I ain't gonna lie, the songs I've listened to, baby, the few that I have are like popular songs. And a lot of artists, like, I heard more so their songs that have been hits and popular, and just slowly starting to hear more of their material. You know what I mean? Even if they're good artists, great artists, that I sometimes hear, like, the songs, that are out there, or hits, that have been out, to the public, that, up there. So anyway, besides that, so, I know he's supposed to go to court Tuesday, so prayer said, everything worked out for him, whatever, and I like I said, just don't spill apple juice in the soap, folks, whatever, but, whatever, that was too much, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just keeping it real, okay? Like, he already was trying to get framed, and he, like I said, he needs to be able to, just do stuff differently in a, like, in a calm-ass way. Yeah, that's what it is, a calm-ass way. Okay? So, anyways, here's what I also wanted to bring up real quick about the Tandy thing, because the only reason why I'm bringing her up is for two reasons. Because finally looked at what she meant by our timeline, and also, she was on my timeline where she uploaded a recent post for, yesterday, Sunday, whatever, right? And I decided to go in there because, the last post I actually had talked about, which in the description of the podcast that I just did last night or for yesterday. It was also talking about the Ready to Love, like info. I didn't want to say T, even though it's, that's a common word that's been out for the last couple of years. I didn't want to say T. I just said, in little parentheses, that the info. And it was a little info because about like how, Morris Mixed Nuts or Mario Mixed Nuts, shout out Bonnie Blue, had the nerve audacity to still try to flirt with Tandy. He wants his, he one of those people who want to not just eat his cake, eat it too. He wants ice cream. He wants toppings. He wants sprinkles. Maybe, some M&Ms, not the imitation, but some real M&Ms. Like I said, maybe some scribbles, some caramel, and some chocolate typing on the cake to mix with it, okay? And probably a little whipped cream, make a whole damn sundae, and still have the damn cake, okay? Probably, it even be extra greedy and have an ice cream slice of cake from Baskin Robbins. I know it sounds great, but I'm just saying is what he was doing, okay? Because, there was some people in the comments saying, like, you got to make sure you put timestamps on it, because, they going to be saying, my miss and Reckless Reva, whatever, okay, was going to still talk smack. And her purpose of putting up that picture was to show how, Mario Mixed Nuts and Reckless Reva continue to sit here and talk shit about Tandy and, put dirt on there, slander, just drive by with slandering her, whatever else they do, what she was saying something on. So, live for Tandy. We put in Tandy, I think that she would come up and to follow, or at least go on there, because I think her page is, is open, it's not private, to see what's going on, okay? But I went ahead on the timeline to see the video, and I turned off purposely the volume on it because the artists are, the Farmers Phone Notes are, and I'm going to leave it as that. Was the song playing. As soon as I heard his voice, I was like, cut off. Okay. So anyways, there was a video she was coming into, something about haters, like people and cutting off certain people. So it could have been, because it was November the 7th of 2019 that the post, because that's what she was telling the persons, some people was, it is recent on a timeline, about this video that he's up here making these smiley face, yummy faces too, Marlon Mixers is. So he's still trying to, slide in Tony's DM and slide in her drawers too. And, and still playing that role. And that's why she exposed him. Like, you talking all this stuff and you supposed to be Reckless Reva's man or whatever. And you still trying to slide in the DMs. He's trying to electric slide. He's trying to water slide all in her DMs and in her drawers. Okay? So, she goes to video, y'all, like I said, it's one of those In Those Jeans commercials, because like I said, she's definitely, like I said, in those jeans, completely, y'all. Alright, sorry, that was a notification. But anyway, y'all, like I said, what I wanted to say also was, it was just a timeline, and In Those Jeans photo, because she was wearing the heck, if I was a comfortable jeans and had a shape like that, I would wear jeans too. But even if I had a shape like that, because I have hydronitis superior, which I talk about the HS, I don't honestly feel comfortable with jeans on. I never had, not, a one because of women with stomach. But even when I didn't have a stomach, I never liked the jeans. And when I got older, because of sometimes the flare-ups, that's not the material I like messing with. The most you might see me in some jeggings. I do leggings. Sometimes, like the culture. I don't like wearing those type of pants because of the fabric and how it irritates my damn skin sometimes. So I don't like this. So thumbs up to her. And he made sure to like, and I think even seemed like it looked like it might have been her screenshot, but he made sure to say yummy to that video that he, that she had up there. So that was November the 7th. And when they filmed the Ready to Love season 2's finale, the reunion and everything, which was 3 months, I think, later, It was in October 2019. So when she was posting about, leaving basically, I'm just paraphrasing, about leaving negative stuff behind, okay? That means, to leaving like negative people behind, negative people, stuff. That could have been indirectly what they call cryptic message, subliminal message. That, and of course she couldn't say anything around that time because the premiere of these shows didn't happen until the last, like, right before Christmas, I think. No, I think it was right after Christmas and like right before New Year's, New Year's Day and New Year's Eve and so forth. So, it's kind of like in between, the Christmas and New Year's Eve Day holidays that we seen the reunion part 1 and part 2. So, and that, like I said, that was just December. That was only a couple weeks ago. Even though that was last year, it was still barely a couple weeks ago that this happened where they actually, aired it. So she couldn't say like what was going on around the time because, when they go on these reality shows, they're obligated, to probably sign non-disclosure. I don't know how these people, if they do get paid to be on these shows or as, to bring attention to them, whatever they're trying to come, like do as far as like, to help their careers, business or whatever, and or both. But like I said, that still was recent, even if he up here just Instagrammed her the same day as November. In October, when they did film the reunion, everybody came. There was in October, meaning that he's been with Reckless Reva, or Mario Mixnuts has been Reckless Reva since that time. So even say it just showed the time, but it didn't show like the date that he said DM. But it was just to prove a point that he is still trying to slide in her DM. Okay, and so and holler at her, even though he's supposed to be with Reva. Okay, so. Even like I said, even if he did it in November, and maybe she decided to bring this up now, which is understandable because they keep on talking smack about her. Yeah. So, anyways, she just had to prove, I'm screenshot this, whatever, so because that's what she was saying in the timeline, and it was recent. 2 months was not too long ago. Okay? So, 2 more days would be two, you want to be technical with it, it was almost exactly 2 months ago. And and yeah, it was still last year, but it was still at the same time 2 months ago about that information. So, yeah, But anyway, sorry, y'all hear notifications. So, anyways, besides that, what else did I want to talk about? Before I go, like I said, the Golden Globes and continue to talk, I wanted to say my condolences to Carrie Hilson. His father had just passed away. I think he passed away yesterday, so condolences to her and her family. And the fact is, I think this man was younger than my dad, and I'm blessed to have my father in my life. I actually have both parents in my life. And, that's just a lot to go through. So condolences to her and her family, and keeping your prayers and those in the mighty name of Jesus, amen. So, okay. Besides that, I wanted to talk about like the lifetime, but not going into it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I did see originally the first series about surviving the R, and I started watching. There's a couple people who have reviewed it. I started watching the first 2 episodes. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 part. With the second part, even though it's like what was needed, I still went ahead and watched it. 2 episodes. I still got one. I haven't seen the one with Dominique. And it was like, I don't know why. I think my DVR stopped recording. The third one would start talking about the hairdresser and how she was kind of going into details about right before she kind of started to go into, like the details of what was going on or how it went downhill from her being his hair braider at the time. So, just to let y'all know what I was for the first episode, like half of it of this part 2 kind of goes into the R childhood and seeing, like kind of examples like it was messed up what he went through as a child, and it seems like all 3 because it seems I don't know how many children the R's mom had, but it was a messed up story. But at the same time, it damn sure don't justify the behavior of continuing on and continuing on and continuing on. That's hard to say. And behavior, that does not justify being a predator. And I'll say it as that. And continuous ongoing behavior. And feeling that you're godlike. And some people accept. I mean, not everybody believes in God, okay? But what I'm saying is having like, I am powerful than them, is if I'm an identity or godlike, or have a powers that I'm a god, or nobody can touch me, or just that type of mess. And it is sad, but I mean, the real reality is even people, malicious people have a friend. Even some murderers, I'm just going to be, even some murderers have fans, okay? They sit there and slice and dice family, and people be up there still like, you're my favorite, my role model. There's some people, not many, but it'd be some people, whatever, they be having a damn fan club, okay? Oh, malicious kill, stab folks. And they be up there still getting people. So that's just, like I said, it goes in detail about certain people again, like I said, I haven't seen the whole series, but I mean this new edition, but I have seen some. And then I seen y'all, it's called Hopelessly in Love. It's a limited series, so I don't know if it's like y'all. I don't know if anybody see, but I don't know if anybody review it, because I seen when I was about to fast forward, because I seen it was enticing to see, the commercial. And I fast forward when it's on DVD and stuff, right? So when I sat there and looked at it, it's I guess a 3-part series. I don't know, it's a limited series, like a test one, and then if they get enough people, or whatever, or funding, maybe they can go ahead and do another season, because there's only 3 episodes, and one's supposed to, I think, start this week, and the third one start next week. And it's interesting, and I'm not trying to be negative, whatever, but coincidence, every couple, one person has passed away. Because here's what I want to say. And it's talking about, it's a limited series, y'all, called Hopelessly in Love. And actually, one of the episodes came on Saturday night already. So I'm DVD and R-ed. I forgot. I think the first one is, God Rest Her Soul. Here's the first couple. And they Hopelessly Love seem like all of them were like a toxic couples. But like I said, one person in all 3 of these episodes, out of the couples, they not only know more, one of the people is not even here anymore. They up, they seem like they didn't have, so they're not even here anymore. So the first one that came out on Saturday, and of course they're going to rerun this again, but it's also on Lifetime. And it was Lisa Lopez with Eric, because I think she was back with him, I think, before, unfortunately, the tragic death of her in this car accident. And wasn't it South America or something like that she passed away? God rest her soul. So, what I meant to say is that, she's, talking, from her former ex, his words and what happened. So, then the next one, I forgot which the other 2 is, but one was supposed to be Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., and Faith Evans. Okay, so, ooh, Lord, I didn't mean not to do that, but I'm just going to keep it in there, y'all. Damn, fish oil pills. So I'm just going to Warrior Fest. I didn't even get a chance to press the pause button, and I'm not stopping whatever, y'all. I'm probably putting for description. Warning is going to be 1 burp. I did not mean to do that, but it's that's crazy. Okay, but anyway, y'all. I'm just going to say, warning, there's a burp at the 22nd minute mark when I'm talking, and it just came out. Okay. I don't even know why the heck they did that, because even though I have acid reflux, I took my acid reflux medicine, so I didn't have anything that would cause it to flare up. So the only thing I come up with is I have been taking them, fish oil omega-3 supplements. So I don't know if it just went down the wrong way, whatever. But okay, like I said, I definitely apologize, y'all, because y'all don't want to be hearing no podcast and somebody's up here burping in their podcast. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, but like I said, I don't want to take it out. I don't want to restart over, because see, if I was able, not to say I can't edit that little part out, but I still proceed to talk. I could have stopped, but here's the thing here. Even if I edit that part out, I can't add on to the podcast. You know what I mean? I said this before, like that, what I have to keep going. But see, once you have a podcast and you save it as the draft, or you instantly upload it, you don't get a chance, like I said, even as a draft, to even add, say, if I want to re-record, that's a whole nother total episode and podcast. I can't add those 2 together. Okay? I could edit, say, if I wanted to cut something out or whatever, but I can't add a whole nother file to it. Okay, unless it's some way that I don't know about. But when I looked, I didn't see anything that allowed me that, extra feature. So yeah, y'all, I'm just going to have to leave it in there. But anyway, like I said, now I was going to say before, unfortunately, that horrific noise y'all had to hear. Faith Evans, I wonder, because they didn't show previews of Faith Evans talking. I don't know if they're just going to have a narrator or something like that. So, of course, I got a DVD, y'all. But if y'all have watched that or plan on watching that, like I said, try to get on DVR and watch, because like I said, I don't know when the next time it's coming on, but I already have a DVD so I can get that episode and then the other two. But that's pretty interesting. What would be the content they talk about? And like I said, B.I.G. is no longer here. We know the past tragic that he, was killed in a okay, I got to go detail, but if y'all don't know who that is, or how unfortunately he passed, it was tragic death, basically it was set up, and I'll leave it as that. And also the third couple, and also again, the guy who is the father to Anna Nicole's daughter and former, boyfriend, and I don't know if they had broke up afterward, because, Anna Nicole already had a tragedy where her son, she had 2 kids, if y'all know who that is. She's, one of the playgirls used to be popular. One time she was, I'm not going to bad her, but it was true, she was with a elderly man, okay? And he had trusted, it's, like I said, Google it, y'all. She even used to be on reality TV her own self. And the Nicole show, they used to come on, E! Entertainment, because one while, I mean, they still have reality shows, of course, Kim Kardashian, but it used to be, I remember Snoop Dogg had one on there, okay, before the Marvel Studios. He literally had a show on there, reality, that was talking about him and his family, okay? I think they were on for a couple seasons. And Nicole had her series too, okay? And, so she had I think her baby daughter's name is Daniel Lynn. And so when they did a paternity test with her and the lawyer that she was, it was a lot. And like I said, the tragedy was, Anna Nicole lost her son, and then it was, allegedly, I don't know for sure, it was a drug overdose, and then she died, I think, allegedly, possibly from a drug overdose. I don't know, but it was just sad, tragic. So, but the guy that she was with and has her second child by, which is her daughter, they're going to talk about their relationship. And again, Anna Nicole passed away. So is it like, I don't know if you're choosing toxic relationships that were no more, or is it like relationships that were out there, but not only it didn't last, but when the people also that was in the relationship is no longer here on earth. They have passed away. Okay, their soul is no longer in their bodies, in their the physical shell. So that's why I'm kind of wondering, like, is that also the part? Because, like I said, it's just a coincidence, or maybe not a coincidence. That may be the actual thing that they wanted to show was talk about relationships. But, but like I said, they're all three of them. The person they were with, they are broken up, and of course they're going to be broken up anyway because they're dead. So, okay. Sorry, y'all, to me rant. And I did see the commercial. I seen the commercial that they said in the spring that surviving. Now they went on like, we're gonna give you at least. First I thought, because I had to rewind back the commercial, y'all, before I fast forward the DVD to the next part. Now I first thought, y'all, was going to be surviving Harry Weinstein, Wiener, is whatever. But it's supposed to be Jerry Einstein, Epstein. Their names kind of sound similar. The last one, Epstein, whatever, with a steen at the end. His ass, that's sick ass Predator 2. Y'all Google that, okay? I didn't honestly hear about this jackass until after his, like when he got arrested and stuff like that. That's when, and they started like these charges and stuff. That's why I started hurting. But they said they're going to have a survivor one too. And honestly, when that comes on and they have a date, I'll be DVR and watching that too, y'all. Okay? So they letting y'all know, like, okay, we going to get some of them, because, it's always been like some people have said, like, okay, you got, okay, but what about this person, what about that? They like, okay, we got you covered. We getting you one of those too, predators, okay? We giving you one of those, Caucasian predators as well, okay? So, also, I seen, hold on, y'all. whatever. Y'all, I thought I was going to have a horrific sound effect, and so I paused. Thank God, at least they have that. I was able to press the button in advance, but nothing happened. So, anyway, now I've also have seen the trailer, but they still said this spring they finally had filmed up, the Clark sisters. And of course, I've heard about them, the Clark sisters, we gave y'all a couple, we gave y'all some talent from Detroit. And the Clark sisters, just like a lot of gospel artists I noticed that been out there, not to say all of them came from Detroit, but, you got the Winans family, BCC, Marlon, Winans, it's the Clark sisters. Who else? I mean, I'm talking about as far as gospel. That stood out to Kim Detroit. Even like one of, even though it's been some controversy and stuff like that for the preachers in LA. Remember one of the preachers, that was up there, sending eggplant pics that got exposed, whatever, when that show was on there. And I actually reviewed that show when it came out, the first season, okay? I don't think, I think they even had a season of Preachers of Detroit. And you know what, y'all? I know I'm off subject, but you know how I rant. I didn't even watch that season. I didn't watch Preachers of Atlanta, even though I love, We'll Talk Kim. I didn't watch the show. I just, found her out later on, a couple years ago. And, I still, love, watching her, sometimes YouTube videos, sometimes her lives. She's just, with God, giving this message and chill with the Lord. But she just is so cool, and about her testimony. So I, it's one of the people I, watch and listen to this day, So anyway, like I said, I didn't even watch Detroit, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking about, of course, I'm going to give you the Clark sisters and some of their family members and the Winans. Who else, y'all? If y'all from the from the gospel artists, I could have sworn some more gospel artists that was from here that stood out. I mean, you can say, but reflect, some people are like, okay, she wasn't born here, whatever. But majority of her life she has represented is Detroit. That's a whole issue itself. If you go by where a person is born at, how many years, because I brought this over, how many years did they get past where they consider be raised by? You know what I mean? Say, for example, can they say if they were born and they were here till 5, for example, somebody in Detroit, and, were 10 years old, and then they move, of course they can't decide because the kids, but anyway, they go somewhere else, they like to Cali. So can they say they were born, they can say they were raised in Cali because they've been there a certain amount of time, or do they only say that, I was Detroit for a couple years, blase, and go from there? You see what I'm saying? Because, some people be, you weren't born here, blah, 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 blah. I can honestly say, and the truth be told, I was born and raised in the Detroit, okay? It's so cold in the D. Okay, yeah, I was born and raised there, okay? Both my parents, now, you know how a lot of us, if we, maybe in certain areas, both my parents came from down south, okay? My mom was only their 6-year-olds in Alabama, and my dad came from Arkansas, right? But he came here in his late teens. So would he say that he was born and raised, raised all in, down south, down yonder? Or would he say, since even though he was there as kids, majority of his life has been up here in Michigan? You see what I'm saying? So would they, and especially with even though, like I said, more of his life was spent more down south than mom was, they still were both kids, if you want to be technically with it, when they came up here. So do we go about how many years more that you stayed at a place that you were from? But let's like to say that, I know I'm just rambling somewhere else, and I still talking about no damn Golden Ghost, but I'm just saying, like I said, y'all, I ramble and just go from there. But like I said, the Clark sisters, I'll be doing that movie too, because the producers, Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, I forgot and I'm not trying to say I'm trying to forget people, but I honestly didn't remember. It was 3 people that are producing it, and that's dope. So it looked like it's gonna be good film, whatever. So yeah, but briefly, you can say because she's done gospel at times. Yeah, she might have done secular music, but also Amazing Grace. Enough said. Just even with that, okay. So anyway, I'm going to go right here and talk about the Golden Globes as my last part. And then I'm done because I only got 10 more minutes left. And like I said, I ain't got the broadcaster plan yet. The next plan up, I will in the future. I don't know what will be. A lot of stuff I don't know, but I just wanted to tell y'all. It was updated at 11:43 p.m., I guess, yesterday. So I was originally looking at CNN stuff, and then you had to keep pressing the button to see the rest of the remaining article. And I'm like, let me just go to this vulture.com one. Okay, I ain't had one. Okay, best motion picture drama. Now it's in between 1917. I don't know what that movie about. The Irishman, Joker, Marriage Story, The Two Popes. The Irishman, damn near just came out 2 months ago. Okay, but they didn't want to look at certain other movies. But okay, I digress. You see there, they didn't want to look at certain other movies or TV, special stuff like that. They snub, but Irishman, damn near, that movie is probably the same, like, because it's the same damn people. You got Robert De Niro, ain't Joseph Pesci in there too? Probably Al Pacino damn near. You remember Casino? Like, Casino was like, 4 damn hours, right? Remember, if y'all remember what the hell videotape was, and probably it's the same with the DVDs, but I seen it was still videotape. Damn, Casino was on 2 damn tapes. It was one of the few movies that it was so damn long that it was damn near a miniseries in a damn movie. And I heard Irishman the same way, so it's probably about 4 hours and 30 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay, but anyway, who's the winner? It's 1917. Best performance by actress in a motion picture drama, Cynthia Erivo Harriet. Okay. Scarlett Johansson in Marriage Story. Solar Little Women. I didn't even know Little Women came out. Okay, another game. Charlize, they're in a Bombshell. Okay. Renee Zellweger, Judy. I kind of had knew that was going to be probably a good movie, but I didn't see it, and I didn't know anybody else that's seen it. Best performance by actor in a motion picture drama. I'm just listing real quick. Okay, Kristen Bell, Ford vs. Ferrari. Now, I heard about that movie, but I still don't know what the hell that is. Antonio Banderas, Pain and Glory. Adam Driver, Marriage Story. Joaquin Phoenix, Joker, and Jonathan Pryce, The Two Popes. Some of these movies I just Wikipedia about. I don't plan on seeing them, but I just want to know what the hell the backstory is, and somebody put it up there. But the winner is Jaquan, Mr. Phoenix, Joker. Now, it's like I want to see a movie, but I kind of scared because I know it's like a dark action film and stuff. So I don't know if I want to see that or not. Okay, the best motion picture musical comedy. They got Dolomite Is My Name, Jojo Rabbit. Now, I heard, y'all, the damn Jojo Rabbit is a movie that's making satire about World War II and Hitler. How the fuck? Okay, you know what? Knives Out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Rocket Man. And I didn't know. So was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? That's Quentin Tarantino. So you're going to see blood and more than blood and more than maybe one comedy book. Somebody getting stabbed, somebody getting shot, and more blood. How the hell is this a comedy? Is it like an action thriller, violent comedy? Is it one of those, not, like a dark comedy? Is that what we're getting here? I read about that. It was kind of like a, fictional story about the Manson killers and stuff. Okay, but, okay. The best performance by an actress in a motion picture or musical comedy. And our man's Knives Out. Every time I think of Knives Out, I think about that damn song, Lights Out. Okay, anyway. Kate Blanchett, get ready for me because I will be chopping up some words like a black belt in karate, okay? Where'd You Go? Bernadette. Beanie Feldstein, Booksmart. Emma Thompson, Late Night. And Aquafina, The Farewell. Okay, I gotta look it up. The best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, and comedy. Daniel Craig, Knives Out. Taron Egerton, Rocket Man. Yeah, did the movie come out last year with, I know there was one for, like, the kind of like a semi-biography about, the group Queen and Mercury. I can't get the first name, but his last name, he used to go like his name singer, was Mercury. Okay. Roman, Griffin, Travis, Jojo Rabbit. Why the hell? Okay, they want to snub a bunch of black films, but you want Jojo Rabbit with it? That's some BS right here. That's bullshit, okay? Anyway, Eddie Murphy, Dolomite Is My Name. Why don't I get his name? DiCaprio, Larnito. Why am I getting his name to stuff? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, the last choices. But who won was Taron Egerton and Rocky Man. Okay. Leonardo. I don't know why I just thought. Okay, best performance by a supporting actor in a motion picture. Okay, how many minutes I got left? Let me speed this up. Okay, Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day Neighborhood. Anthony Hopkins, The Two Popes. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm just thinking about him killing somebody as a Al Pacino, the Irishman, Joseph Pesci, the Irishman, Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The best performance by actor in comedy series: Michael Douglas, The Kinsey Method, Ben Halle Berry, Ben Platt, The Politician, Paul Rudd, Living with Yourself, Ramsey Youssef, Ramsey. Now, if Shonda from Playing Away wasn't like the one that character spoiler, because I don't care. Wasn't he up there kissing his cousin in the damn series? She watched the series and I seen her review on that. That's how I found about the show. Just watch a video different, so I don't know about that. Oh, okay, whatever. The best performance by actor in limited series of movie: Christopher Abbott, Catch-22, Sacha Baron Cohen, The Spy, Russell Crowe, The Loudest Voice, Jared Harris, I don't know how to pronounce the word, Ken Reveal, and Sam Rockwell, Frost Verdon. And the winner is Russell Crowe, The Loudest Voice. Okay. Let me speed up. Best performance by a supporting actor in a series of limited series or TV movie: Alan Arkin, The Kinsey Method, Karen Copeland, Succession, Andrew Scott, Fleabag, Stellan Skarsgård, Criminal. Is that the dude who used to play? That last name, if I remember, is that the dude that played in True Blood and was like the asshole, but it's like, the abusive ass husband? Sorry, spoiler alert. Okay. Henley Wicker Berry, but who wins is Stellan Skarsgård, Karen Bullet, whatever. Okay, I pronounce it, whatever. A terrible ass time, during a chemical spill. That's what y'all get from me. Best television series drama. The nominees are The Big Little Lies, The Crown, Killing Eve, The Morning Show, Succession. Succession won. I need to see what the hell is Succession about. At least Wikipedia. I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. The best performance by actress in a comedy series: Christina Applegate, Dead to Me, Kristen Dunst on Becoming a God in Central Florida, Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, Natasha Leah. I should remember Natasha's damn name. Shit, that's my damn name. Anyway. Russian Doll, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Fleabag. That's also Bible series. I've been hearing about Fleabag and stuff like that. What the heck? Best foreign language motion picture. Now, I'm not surprised because I see Watch Moguls and other people talk about this. I'm not surprised by word, but let's get to it. The Farewell, okay, they made up. I thought that movie come again, Pain and Glory. Because I've seen the musical with Russell Crowe and them, the guy who plays, Logan and stuff like that. Okay, the Parasite and Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and Parasite's the winner. The best performance by actor drama series: Brian Succession, Kit Harington, Games of Thrones, Games of Thrones, last season, Mr. Robot, Thomas Menez, The Crown, and Bill Porty Pose, and Brian Cox wins Succession. Okay, Succession, they acted like that is the bomb. Best screenplay: Marriage Story, Parasite, the Two Popes, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and The Irishman. And the best screenplay was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, only got 2 minutes, man. Okay, the best animated picture, we got Frozen 2, How to Train Your Dragon in two whole days. I mean, The Hidden World, The Missing Link, and I was going to say Detroit, Toy Story 4, and The Lion King. The Missing Link one. I don't even know if I even heard any advertisements about Missing Link. Okay. Best performed by a supporting actress in a motion picture: Kathy Bates, Richard Jewell, and Annette Bening, The Report, Laura Dern, Marriage Story, Jennifer Lopez, Hustlers, Margaret Robbie, Bombshell, and Laura Dern is one for Marriage Story. Okay, I need to speed this up. Maybe. Okay. Best commentary: Fleabag, Barry, Kinsey Method, Marvelous Maisel, and Politician. Fleabag won. A Major Song, Beautiful Ghost by Cats, I'm Gonna Love Me Again, Robert Man, Into the Unknown, Frozen 2, Spirit, The Lion King, and Stand Up Harriet, and it's Rocket Man, I'm Gonna Live Again for Best Major Song. Best performance by supporting actress in the series, TV movie, Patricia Arquette, The Act, Helen Carter, The Crown. Okay. The Crown. Okay. Patricia the Act has won. Best performance by actress Robin Sidney, Olivia Colman, The Crown. Best director motion picture, 7 Minutes, 1917. Best performance by actress in limited series, Michelle Williams, Frosty Brennan, not the singer, but the actress. The best limited series, TV movie, Shining Broad, I still can't pronounce it. Best score for the motion pictures, Joker, and that's the last one, and that's it. And let me get my behind off of here, because I damn... See y'all! Hugs and love, y'all, and God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next one, okay? Take care. Have a great and marvelous week.